During this Black History Month, we're telling a special story that intersects history and sports. Otis Livingston joins us now to explain. No?
Jessica, this turned into a project of passion for me. All right, for anyone who plays or knows someone who plays golf, you understand what a deep, all-encompassing passion it can be. That's how it is for me. Over the last several years, I played in a John Shippen golf event, never fully understanding who John Shippen was. Turns out it's an amazing, mostly untold story of a child of former slaves who found his way onto a golf course and made history there. As we celebrate Black History Month, we learn about Shippen's incredible journey and accomplishments and the New Jersey couple who shed light on his overlooked legacy. Why did you and Ruby set out on this journey as far as telling the story of John Shippen?
I wanted to correct the injustice that was done in the game of golf. I said, I'm going to talk about and do some research on this guy, John Shippen.
That research was unearthed by Ruby and Thurman Simmons. Her Union County College professor told his class they didn't have to take their final if they took notes at a town hall meeting regarding a little-known golf legend, John Shippen, born 1879. This ultimately led them on a decade-long journey to tell his story, documented in their book, A Golf Legend.
His father was a Presbyterian minister, and they went to minister to Shinnecock Indians.
At Shinnecock, Shippen discovered golf, and according to Simmons, he took to it really well.
He was making clubs, giving lessons, and playing in golf tournaments. And the members of Shinnecock paid for him and Oscar Bunn to play in the first official U.S. Open. And that's how Shippen got in.
What were some of the early obstacles that he had to face?
An American, but of African descent. And the golfers did not want to play with him. They came over from Scotland and Ireland.
It was the 1896 U.S. Open, and the head of the Golf Association, Theodore Havemeyer, insisted he play, no matter what the other golfers said or did. Shippen finished fifth, winning $10 in prize money. But more important, he secured a place in history as the first black golf professional. By 1924, Shippen settled in as the pro at Shady Rest Golf Course in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, the first black golf club in the country. Shippen's family shared their genealogy, and the couple even received one of Shippen's original well-worn putters from someone who heard they had embarked on this project.
This is what they call a wooden shaft, and the way they kept it straight was they would put it in hot water and then kind of straighten it out because it would warp.
And then there's a PGA card, prized and essential for any pro golfer. It was posthumously awarded to John Shippen in 2009. What did that day mean when the PGA card was presented?
Yes, this is true. 30-odd years. It finally was confirmed by that PGA card.
Another one of Simmons' goals in recognizing Shippen's life was to honor him in death as well. He died alone at a nursing home in Newark in 1968 and was buried in an unmarked grave in Linden.
All they had was a number, 71, and a slab of concrete. That was his marker.
He found it. And once he found it, we put a very nice headstone on with the information, the first American, first African American, and the dates.
How does that make you feel that you played a part in that?
Well, I feel good, but I don't feel like I did anything important other than correct a little bit of history in America.
But you brought attention to it, though.
Yeah, I did. I brought attention to it, and it got out there, and it ran by itself because it was the truth.
John Shippen once wondered if he did the right thing by quitting school and going into golf full-time. He said he wondered until he looked out the window and saw the golf course and realized just how much enjoyment he got out of the game. This year's U.S. Open will be back at Shippen's old stomping ground, Shinnecock Hills. Ruby and Thurman expect to be there. Jessica?
His calling certainly was not in a classroom.
No.
It was on that golf course.
Definitely.
What a wonderful story to uncover.
And I'm so glad that they had the passion to do it.
Thank you for bringing that.